fairyland. It's Tea with Tamara.
Care Bear Stare. Good morning, good morning. It's a fabulous Wednesday here in Tamaraland. And there's some pretty exciting things happening. I've got my cup full of courage from New Hampshire, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And right off the bat, guys, I just kind of want to get started today. If you're here, say hey. Hey, Helen, Krista, everybody who's joining. I'm really excited to share some revisions to the magical equation and an incredible conversation I had this week for the Ginny podcast. Ginny podcast. I don't know if it has anything. I know her name is Ginny, and there's a 5-day podcast, and I'm going to be on Fabulous 5 Friday. And it talks about, we were talking about like the 5 magical manifestation kind of ways that we would bring in through the laws of the universe and prosperity and all great things. How would we call this abundance to us? And so the revised magical equation falls into this umbrella. Because guys, it's every single one of us has a dream of something that we would like to accomplish. Let's start there, right? So like, I want you to get into the mindset, like just close your eyes and allow a vision, and please share the vision that you get. So close your eyes with me, if you can. Take a deep breath. And then imagine the ultimate outcome of your life. What is the one dream or inspiration that you can see and breathe life into while you're in your earthly body this round? See that dream, connect with it. Now, what I want to bring to life is what you get to do in order to make this come true, to manifest this in your life. Because why not? Just take a moment and really allow yourself to think about that. Why not you? How many people in this land are doing something and you think, man, I wish I could do what they're doing? You can. And let's get in a little bit deeper on how to make that happen for yourselves, okay? So the first thing that we need to do is don't hold that dream. It makes me emotional. Don't hold your dreams in yourself. That's a lot of energy to keep contained inside our human bodies. So to get comfortable with the idea of your dream, start writing it down everywhere that you can see it. Take it from an internal energy and start to let the universe know that this is something that you're putting out there as being the big dream. I call it the BHAG, the big, hairy, audacious goal. Some people call it Canada that I know. You can call it whatever it is that lights your soul on fire, but it is the greatest manifestation of your earthly body here on this earth. And go as big as you want. And if you can't see that big or that far, don't be afraid to write something right now, because we can always change it later. It may be that you just want out of a job or a relationship, or you want to wake up happy. That matters. So place that into a piece of paper. Post-it notes, wherever you have, on the mirror in the bathroom. Really start to write out. Get this dream and energy from inside your body onto paper, right? The second thing that I want to bring to life is sharing. My God, you guys, I got something so exciting to tell you. You're not going to believe it. One energy moving towards one destination, good morning, Corey, goes only so quickly. We are all like, as our own little universe, like we keep our energy to ourselves, and we're like, I'm the train that could. I can do it by myself. I'm super independent. I can go. And you're chugging along, and you're going towards your dream, but you're doing it as a soul person. One energy moving towards a destination. We can only go so fast. Doesn't move very far, very fast. When really spirituality is a universal collection of energy as one, revving up our vibration together, and in turn each other's vibrations, and in turn the earth's vibration. So by taking this big dream or this audacious goal or something so juicy that you're just like, man, I hope on this lifespan on this earth I can achieve this. Maybe it's being an author, maybe it's being a rock star, whatever it is, right? You're going to start sharing it with the people that you love, that you trust, that you connect with. People who, and here's the thing, people who are going to see your big dream and go like, of course you can do it. Now, you all know, and don't tell me that you don't, you all know that there are people that if you tell your big dream to, they're going to tell you all the reasons why you won't be able to succeed. So I'm going to give you the little hint here. Don't tell them that dream. Take that control and that power back, energy back into your heart, your soul, your very essence. Keep it between you, the universe, and the people who will support you. Right? But you start to share that big dream because you're collecting energy into your universal energetic space. So now think about that. It's not just one energy moving towards a direction, single file all the way to where the goal is, right? You want to, I didn't do my hair this morning. You want to collect as many energies as you possibly can. Think of it like a big giant spark under a fire and a flame, and you're flaming it by collecting as many energies as you can. So you go from writing it to feeling like, okay, I'm going to write it. Ooh, this feels really awkward and uncomfortable. Like I'm putting that I want to be a Hay House author everywhere. I write it everywhere. Like I could show you around my room here, and I think it's written at least in every space that I can look. Right? And I tell you guys always know what I'm doing before I do it, because guess what? I want your energy, because I love your energy and I love you all, to come into my energy and create more vibrational like manifestation and momentum for the outcome to actually occur. And when you share it, it makes it real. Now comes the revised magical equation in this piece, because it is a part of manifestation. Right? And so the magical equation for business and life and for everything else, once you've written it and you've said it, because those ones are the beginning, you need to believe it. And I think this is the piece that people don't really talk about when we talk about the law of attraction, right? You can say it like, I want to be a Hay House author, or you can say, I want to write a book, or I want to have the house on the hill in the mountains. I want to live in Los Angeles. I want to, have whatever it is that you want to have, my dream come true boyfriend, right? Or girlfriend. But if you can't actually visualize yourself having it, if you can't believe it as being your truth, and you can't anchor into it and feel it in every cell of your body, we can't call it to us, right? It's almost like saying, I'm going to do my homework, but then never actually, oh yeah, my homework's done, but never picking up the pen, right? You need to, keeping it in your head, you need to believe it. You need to visualize it. You need to see it as actually having been happening to you. Like believe it with every core of your essence, every cell of your body, like know it as you are deserving and worthy of it. So belief is huge. Then there's trust. And what the new version of this trust and the magical equation is that it's a 3-parter, guys. 3 magical parts to the magical equation, trust. And the trust is that you need to trust spirit. You need to trust the universe. You need to trust God, goddess, whoever you call into. I heard a great little video from Esther Hicks this morning, Abraham Hicks really, that was, analogy about a toaster. And so the trust is the fact that, you trust that you buy a toaster, that it's going to work, right? So you bring it home and you're like, I love this fucking toaster. This is the coolest toaster in the land. Maybe you got a Barbie toaster or a red toaster or a Star Wars toaster, but you really like your toaster. And so you're like, this is going to be amazing. So you open up the bread bag and you bought this really fresh homemade bread from the market, and you're just like, I cannot wait to get my teeth sunk into this delicious bread. And so you read the instructions, you take out 2 pieces of bread, you close the bag because you don't want your bread to go stale, you put it in the slots and you put it down. And you wait, and you wait, and you wait. But the toast isn't happening because the bread isn't getting warm, because trust in something greater is plugging in the toaster. That's the universal life force. That's ease and flow. That's abundance. That's wealth. That's all the great things. So we need to trust something greater than us, because our human bodies, man, there's a lot of responsibility out there. There's a lot of things like I can't hold energetically a lot of things. Not very big. We're like a grain of sand in the universe. Right? So we are like a beautiful flowing energy back up to source, in and out, give it all back, right? So that we can take in more and hold more. So we need to trust in something far greater than us. We need to plug in the toaster. Then we need to actually trust ourselves. And this is big, because we can trust all up in the almighty up there. But if you don't trust your voice, you don't trust your confidence, you don't trust your mission, you don't trust that you can get the results with the people you're here to serve, you don't trust that you're a great mother, you don't trust in yourself, the magical equation doesn't work. So we trust in something far greater, we trust in ourselves, and this is a big one. We trust support. And support comes in many different ways. Support is friends and family who support you in your journey. It is, your friends that when you're having a bad day or you're feeling anxiety, you can call them and they're going to talk you through it. Support is having a mentor that you can actually vibrationally raise yourself to match, and not only having these people in your life, but trusting that they are there to support you and love you and guide you, and that what they're saying and doing is of your highest good. Because if you have an idea, I'm going to use my lovely husband, who very joyfully gets thrown into these things quite often. And, for a while, he was in the mindset that, oh, I'm going to make these songs, or I'm going to have these ideas and I can't share them with anybody because, hey, Janine, if I share these ideas, people are going to steal them and they're going to disappear and I'm not going to have, access to them anymore. And so that is a fear-based thought, right? That's not coming from love. That's not trusting in support. And so give it all, give it everything you have. Give your whole heart, go with all love all the time, and trust the support that the universe is bringing to you. If you're asking to have a problem solved or you need help in something, trust that when you are aligned with the right person, or that you start to see something repeatedly on Facebook, maybe it is a mentor, maybe it's a support system, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's whatever it is, trust the support. So there's trust of spirits, universe, however you see it, trust yourself, and trust support. And the final piece of the equation for the 5 manifestation, of getting your big dream that you called at the beginning of this Tea with Tamara, and the magical equation is itself is, guys, we can't stand at the beginning of the path, thanks Janine, and expect the universe to bring us everything, right? We can't stand still and expect that magic happens. We need to be willing to take steps. So to action. So the magical equation is actually belief, trust, and action. And action is that you are not just going to sit still and go, well, I'm just waiting for God to tell me the answer. I'm just waiting for, clarity. I'm just waiting to, that's pretty fancy, waiting for, more signs. That we've talked about sign hogs before, right? But you just get into the space that every day I'm going to do something, whether it's sending one email, whether it is reaching out to one other parent on the PTA, if there's something that you want to get together, if you want to start a nonprofit, whatever it is, but you take one small action a day, it will cover a lot. And the universe will see that you are committed to taking this into a reality for yourself. And energetically, the universe is the greatest thing in the land, guys. Tap in, because as you start to move, the universe will bring to you what it is that you require and desire, so that you guys can have a catalytic, major impasse together and your dreams can be realized. So I hope this was helpful. This is so the actual steps of manifestation, the 5 magical steps of manifestation, is to write it down, speak it out loud, share it with as many people as you possibly can, believe it, visualize it, know that in the very cell of your body that you deserve it, that you're worthy of it, and it is yours, because if anybody else is doing it, so can you. Then you have trust, and you trust yourself, you trust spirit, and you trust the support that you've been given or guided to, and you take action on a daily basis in order to achieve that big dream. I love you all. If you have any questions, there is an extra special deal going on right now, and I say it's an early bird because having been in the Amber Lily Storm Mastermind myself over the last little while, I realized the importance of having a sisterhood or a brotherhood or a connection. And so I'm launching this week the Magical Mastermind. Of course, it's called the Magical Mastermind. And so if you're looking to clear out the energetic blocks and co-create with spirit and really dive into this magical equation and create the life and business of your dreams, please let me know. Message me here on Instagram, on Facebook, send me an email at tamara@tamaraarnold.ca, and really step energetically into this next phase of your life and business with confidence, with support, and with love. And so I'm so excited, you guys. I love you. I'm in Tulum next week. I may or may not be on Tea with Tamara, depending on what the time difference is and what's going on, because I'm running my first destination retreat with some magical souls. So I love you. And if I don't see you next week, I'll see you in 2.